and welcome back to Dredge. Sorry, I had to unmute myself there for a second. Today we'll be going for the Pale Reach DLC, and I am super excited to explore what this DLC has to offer. Yeah, we left off finishing the Iron Rig. I believe we've gotten all of this stuff already. Where's the Pale Reach again? Exact opposite of where I am. Okay. Oh, those oil spills. Eco devastation. Yikes. They should totally have a way for you to get struck by lightning in this game and make it like a rare achievement. Or is that too morbid? Because there's no way that boats don't get struck by lightning in real life. Down here to investigate the ice field too? It seems to have appeared out of nowhere. My best guess is that it's drifted up from the south. Either way, I thought I should set up a pontoon here, but when I went to stake my claim, I noticed some old equipment on the ice. Come and check it out when you get a second. In the meantime, I've got some new rods for sale. They'll be perfect for fishing in the ice around here. Oh god, more new equipment I don't have room for. The traveling merchant has crossed over to the nearby iceberg and is inspecting some old pieces of metal you approach. It's so weird. This stuff seems old, like really old. She kicks a large sheet of metal half embedded in the ice. A thin layer of snow dislodges, revealing lines of rivet holes. And come here, look! You follow her into a small makeshift shelter, ruined by years of harsh weather. Inside are some schematics nailed to the table, still barely legible. See how they angled these sheets and the lining of the metal around the bow? Bow? I don't know. Whoever was here, I think they were constructing an icebreaker. Can you make another one using these plans? Probably, but let me see. She trudges outside again and paces out the length of the metal scraps on the ice. We've got most of the basic materials here already, but of course we're missing the most crucial pieces. An icebreaker needs specially tempered angled metal, as well as components designed to minimize the impact to your hull. I can't see any of those here, but whoever left all this stuff here, maybe they left other pieces elsewhere? Or maybe you'll be able to find their old ship and salvage the icebreaker they already built? That would be convenient. Anyway, to build a new icebreaker, these are the parts we'll need. Alright. Time to go find dredging spots around here. Round. It's a tiny boat. Fisherman, I didn't expect to see you this far south. Well, this is a fortunate turn of events. There is a narwhal somewhere in this ice field. I couldn't get any further in, so I've been trying to take pictures from out here with no luck. I tried placing some scraps of fish on that ice sheet over there to entice it, but I didn't have enough to hold its attention for long enough. I only caught a glimpse. I don't suppose you have any fish you'd be prepared to donate to the pursuit of wildlife photography? Fill the space entirely with any fish you like. I can't imagine the narwhal is too picky. Okay. So it's 4x4. Okay. I can get 2 blockfish. Fill that up nicely. Oh. Okay. That's perfect. Now cut your engines. We need to wait in complete silence.
Ah.
Shh. I think I hear something under the ice. What on earth was that thing? Feeding time. Feed the narwhal. Oh, okay. I'm not sticking around to find out. The photographer is hardly packing camera equipment into boxes. She seems very on edge. You know, that was no regular narwhal. It seemed voracious and hyper-aggressive. Animals like that tend to be very unpredictable. These ice fields aren't safe with that thing around. You should consider turning back. I'll be out of here as soon as I've packed my things anyway. Okay, so it's just the same. I thought maybe there might be another. Okay, can't get in there. Ooh. A cold wind whistles through the doorway of the only cabin still standing. Behind it, a frozen over dig site is littered with tools and debris. Let's look at the cabin. Oh no, that ice sure looks like it got something dangerous in it. Hey, my day's pretty good. You enter the small cabin, the door long since fallen from its hinges. A rotting table sits inside. A crudely drawn map of the area has been charted onto a scrap of paper. You attach it to your own map. A large book sits on the table. It's well worn from the passage of time, but you can still read the words Captain's Log etched into the cover. You open the book, its frozen spine cracking for the first time in decades. Which entry do you want to read? Start from the top, I guess. Arrived at the floating sea ice amidst a particularly thick fog. A few channels could be seen leading into the ice, though sizable chunks float in our way, posing a hazard. I have ordered us to moor against the outer ice wall while the engineers make adjustments to better prepare the vessel. Added to cabin. Let's do the next one then. The vessel was pursued by a particularly aggressive narwhal. Some men placed fish on the ice nearby in an effort to distract it. It appeared to work, though only for a time. It resurfaced and needed satiating repeatedly. Sorry, I had a burp. If we can't find a more permanent solution to the beast, we'll have to make sure we keep enough fish on hand to placate it. Which entry do you want to read? Okay. That's good information. As I lay falling asleep, the most almighty voice spoke unto me. It resounded from the thick ice below, at once both powerful and ethereal. There was no mistaking this as a trick of the wind, nor a jest by the crew. It did not pause for response or acknowledgement, but whispered a cryptic prophecy. At first I could not make sense of it. 3 listeners shall hear the heart, and that I should indulge these listeners. It spoke of boundless wealth from the stars, and eyes opening unto the world. The rest of my sleep was feverish, as my mind was plagued with the sound of the voice. It spun in my head, echoing even louder. In the morning, the boatswain and the navigator came to me separately, claiming to have heard a sound like a heartbeat as the men were digging yesterday. They indicated a desire to explore the eastern and western reaches of the ice field. I shall indulge them. Eastern and western. Okay. Oh, no. I have large pierces. Oops. Light pierces through the ice, intensifying and concentrating into a glow in the center. A dark form takes shape against the light. A distorted voice echoes from within. Don't disturb the ice. Who are you? Captain, the expedition. Charted the ice field. Appeared suddenly through the ice. What happened here? It whispered, promised, stones from the stars. It knew 3 would hear the heart beneath the ice. The voice grows louder. It commanded 3 listeners, 3 sacrifices for 3 eyes. I obeyed, but a 4th now sees, forever futile. The shadow is silent for a time, slumbering, still, should leave. It sees you before it whispers. Pursuit added, break the ice. Do not risk breaking. It senses through the ice, through the shadows. No hope.
What the heck is that? An ice pick?
Ah, no ice pick in here. I guess I'll just, take a little nap. That way my sanity goes down and I can see where I'm going. How am I supposed to get to these? Ooh, okay. That's where that is. Oh. Uh-oh. No, these are timed. I don't have the rod for you yet. Oh. Can I touch these now? Sudden chill rushes through the marrow of your bones, surging up your arm, your neck. A deep vision enters your mind. Darkness, the deep. Then sparks of light as tooth and spine meet horn and nail. 2 primeval forces clashing at the bottom of the world. After an age, a victor triumphs, sundering the other into impossibly large remnants that ascend to the surface slowly to be claimed by the sky. But the broken body holds power still. Threads of crimson essence reach out through the water, stretching to unite the creature once more. As the remains break the surface, ice begins to form. Go away! I was here first! Oh, my goodness. Go away. Don't even think about it. Go ahead and rest. There we go. Alright, let me go give the ice fish. To the figure in white. The aberrated one. The hooded figure places the fish on the ice at their feet, kicking the loose snow over to cover it. The stars leave the sky. Another scroll, another twisted shape, images of an aberrated sea star covers the page. And we'll get to that in a moment. Shut up, Tomic. Shut up. You dock against a small platform of ice formed around a gigantic clawed hand. You are not the first to find this place. Remnants of a long-abandoned camp litter the ice. Frozen equipment. You rummage through a small pile of equipment in the snow. Most items are stuck fast to the ice, but inside a small backpack you find an old journal, which entries you. Oh my god, I don't want to read your entries. Captain ordered us to make a camp on the ice in the center of the lagoon. After we saw those lights in the ice, everyone's got treasure on their mind. Treasure hunting isn't exactly what the expedition was commissioned for, but given the captain gets the lion's share of whatever we find, it doesn't surprise me that he's willing to bend the rules a bit. We'll start digging after the camp's done. Spent the day digging down in the ice, shovels and ice picks. Can't remember the last time I was this tired. We were only allowed 2 short breaks all day down in the pit. As I rested with my back against the ice, I started hearing something. It was different to the sound of the picks. They were short and sharp. This was low rumble from the deeper down. On my first break, it was an occasional, only a few each minute. But my second break, it had quickened like a heartbeat. The captain overheard me telling some others about the sound I heard in the pit. Before I knew it, I was in front of his desk, sure I was about to have my pay docked. To my great surprise, he seemed to know something of it already. He was keen on hearing it described over and over. He wants me to help locate the source of it. When he pressed me on it further, I said it did seem to be coming from the east. Tomorrow we are setting off to see if we can find it. Perhaps I shall get a bonus after this is done. An unnatural spire of ice stands above the scraps of snowed over equipment. A dark shape twists within. Place your ear there. An anguished voice cries from deep within the ice. Help me, frozen so many years. Free me. Please. Break the ice. Who are you? I am the boatswain. The expedition. The terror. Please, break the ice. What happened? The figure contorts through painful shapes. We saw lights dancing in the ice. Dug deep to know. I heard it. The heart beating under the ice. The cracking, walking, waking. The noises in the east.
I can't freaking read today.
I went. The captain brought him here to find it. The hand in the night. Shadow of claws. The darkness shrinks. I turned away. Just a moment. The pain. The claws. My back. So cold. So dark. Under ice. Please break the ice.
I need an ice pick, and I do not have that, so cannot help you at this moment.
Oh, that's a hand. Who are you? I've already got you. That I am. I am practicing my voice acting. If I could just... There we go. There we go. Could not see. Impossible. I have sustained some dabblage. What? I'm gonna need more of this? What? Oh, did I just get it? My thing's in the way. Hey, thank you for the follow. Another makeshift camp constructed in the shadow of a frozen clawed hand. Someone was seeking these out. Frozen equipment. Leather-bound journal, of course. More reading. Whoever made the camp here was poorly prepared. Inside a small bag, you find a leather-bound journal. Which entry do you want to read? I'm doing good. Having to read a lot, even though my mouth doesn't want to read. My brain can see the words, but then my mouth is like, I don't want to say those words. The men spent the whole day digging. They passed up chunks of ice, some as brilliant as crystal, others of deepest blue, more beautiful than sapphires. But none held the glow we had seen in the night. However, I did note a disturbance in the ice to the west. It began as a periodic distant rumble. As the men dug deeper, the pulsing quickened, strengthening until I could see the ice shifting on the surface. I shall have to inform the captain. It may well be that narwhal creature we saw earlier, though this did seem much larger. As I write this, I can already feel my eyes closing. It'll have to wait until morning. Oh. This morning, the captain appeared out of the fog, rowing alone. Apparently, the boatswain remained at the camp in the east, waiting for nightfall. They were unsuccessful in their search, but it does make sense that the lights would be more visible at night. Tomorrow, we're to journey to the Tomorrow we're to journey together to the west towards the shifting ice that I reported. We are alone on a small island of ice. After hours of rowing through narrow channels, it rose through the fog, a gargantuan monstrous claw reaching from the depth. Whatever creature it once belonged to must be long dead, as the claw is frozen solid. I wanted to turn back immediately, but the captain insisted we investigate. He is on edge, his head turning this way and that, listening for the slightest sound. He is convinced something will happen after dark. As the night light from the cold sun fades, I have the sense that it will be a long night. An unnatural spire. Okay, place ear. A voice calls out, distant and distorted. Trapped. Forever. This prison. Get me out. Break it. Somehow. Free me. Who are you? The navigator. Find safe passage. Chart the ice. It came from beyond. Break it. Somehow. Free me. The digging. The cracked ice. Like a web. Awoke the ice heart. I told him. Whispers in the west. Took the boatswain east. Returned alone. The dark figure shuddered, sending vibrations through the ice. The next day, rowed here. The captain saw the claws. Grip my soul. He insisted. Made camp. Shadow of the beast. Waiting for the stars. In the night, I saw his shape. Suddenly swallowed by the cold. In the dark, he left me. Break it. Somehow. Free me. I am from America. I don't have an ice pick. You guys wanted more voice acting. I aim to please, sometimes. Yeah, Crazy country. People are crazy regardless, I guess. I'm gonna head back to the pontoon because this slow dredging boat is driving me crazy. I have to get my motor fixed. No. I heard that. There was a heartbeat. I don't want to be the next person. Be gone, Satan. My trawl needs fixing. I have the rest of the stuff for the icebreaker. And I gotta get the fish for the white cloak figure. And then let me fix my boat, please. This is so slow. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Sell all that. That's everything. Let me just warm my hands up a little, then I'll get started. Icebreaker. Equip the icebreaker. Alright, I think that should do it. The front of your ship can now break through ice chunks. Go ahead and test it out. I'll be watching from here. Oh, nice. Well, I forgot to mention, just let me know if you want to temporarily remove that icebreaker. I can swap it out at any of my pontoons. Why? Is it taking up space? Doesn't look like it's taking up space. Therefore, I don't need it removed. Of course. No aberration of what I need. Let me just... It can't break through, can it? Oh. Great. Thanks. Screw you. Go away, heartbeat. I don't have time for you and your shenanigans. Hey, that's not fair. You turned me. Don't know know why you turned me. I have the icebreaker.
Ah.
I've been looking through the schematics we found before, and there are plans here for another device too. They're for an ice shaper. That's different to your icebreaker, by the way. It's for cutting chunks of ice. If you find the missing device, I'll be able to use the machine to harvest ice blocks for refrigeration. The blocks of ice can be packed into your cargo to slow the fish boiling. Pretty handy, right? That's what the missing ice shaper looks like. Oh, goodness. You really found it. How on earth did you actually locate that stuff down there in the deep? Anyway, let me slot this blade in here, and yeah, that seems to be right. I think it's ready to start cutting. Blocks of ice coming right up.
Ah.
That works pretty well. Here, these are on the house. From now on, I'll be able to stock some of these ice blocks on my pontoons. Thanks, partner. Works that as update. So I just have the ability to cut ice now? Break the ice. Let's find out what happens. You strike hard against the center of the shard where the shadowy shape appears darkest. A deep crack chases upwards, cleaving away the fragments that fall and shatter. The structure peels open, split to its core. A glistening stone lies cradled by broken shapes, wispy threads of starlight trailing from it. Two storage. You take the stone and leave. Yes, I do. Okay. Oh, yikes! Yikes. I just... You know what? I'm gonna do the other two first. Come back to that one later. Break the ice. Silence it. You must shatter. You strike hard against the center of the shard where the shadowy shape appears darkest. A deep crack traces upwards. We've read that part. It's the same for each one, apparently. The structure peels open, split to its core. Let me go get to my storage real fast. This cold sun, warmth long forgot, no more. Break me. You strike hard against the center of the shard, yada yada yada. Yada yada yadas, we've got this already. There it is. I still haven't caught the other aberration though. The sea stars are arranged in a circle on the ground. Moments later, a sinew heel stomps down through each of them. Fall to the deep. A final scroll. This one is stained in patches by some dark liquid. In the center, a shape of an aberrated stargazer appears from this page. Sleeper shark. Yep. Yep. Okay, so it's one of my exotics. So I need my exotic bait. That's it! That's the one I've been trying to catch! Perfect. The figure places the body of the stargazer in the center of the crushed sea stars. They angle its cratered eye to the sky. Frozen favors. Finish all side quests in the Pale Reach. Attention still fixed on the gruesome pile of fish in front of it. The hooded figure gestures to a book on a nearby rock. Your payment. As you leave, the figure still focused on the grim fish, adjusting his position, waiting, adjusting over and over. All right. No, I really gotta figure out how to get that one. Okay, so I have to complete it. I gotta complete the game. Alright. I figured it looked too big for the net that I had. So I was like, am I able to catch it right now? A spire of glassy ice stands in the shadow of the cliffs. Across the water, a monstrous visage peers from an icy tomb. A sound of anger lashes from within. Murderer, betray your men, left us here, your sleepless god. The voice abates. Wait, your shadow. It speaks. Another shape. Please, save us all. Find the axe. Undo this. The betrayer. Who are you? First officer. Safety of the crew. Failed them. Should have. Cursed place. Find the axe. Undo this. The betrayer. The men saw lights. Southern cliffs. Southern cliffs. At night, Captain and I would look into. We rode alone. He was restless, sleepless. We passed. Walls of ice. Finally arrived. The great horn into view. The words drift in, some carried away on the wind. Pulled ashore. Quickly. The size of it. The light. Somehow he knew. Eyes were wild. He was whispering. Answering. He said it chose him. Alone. Avert my eyes. Could not help. Look upon. We fought. Cold hands. An iron grip. Breathless. What is that thing on the ice? The shape in the ice shrinks into itself. I know not. The eyes open, watching. Shadow of shadow through the ice, yet more closed still. It cannot arise. Break the ice. Cull the heart. Find the axe. Undo this, the betrayer. Break the ice. Must not fully awaken the eyes. Close them. Strike the heart. Alright, I can do that. Strike against the center. Oh. The structure peels open, but to its core. Take the stone and leave. Yes, I do. Oop. Oh, I don't want to do that. I don't think that's an option. I hope that's not an option. Because if it is, then I'm gonna have to replay it and get that option. Yada yadas. Under the ice. Finish the main quest in the Pale Reach. Okay. The glowing light intensifies, feeding into the four stones. A web of light grows between them, connecting, rejoining, uniting. Install that shenanigans! Perfect. Now that is what I call a nice rod. Rod? Net. That's the word I was looking for. A nice net. Because look at how much space that is. So is that just it? What is this for then? Fragment of the golden splintered horn. Discordant buzzing fills the surrounding air and yearns for the deep. Oh! Cast this overboard to create a reusable two-way portal to Blackstone Isle. But that's it? That's all this does? I mean, nifty, but still. I've already completed that part of the game. Yep, just gotta catch that one in its aberration. Time to fish. Oh. Polar angler. Catch all known species of fish in the Pale Reach from the Black Depths. It went away before I could read it. Hold on. Oh. From the Black Depths. Catch the colossal squid. I believe we've got one more achievement to catch all of the aberrations of the Pale Reach. So I'm gonna just circle the island, the icebergs. Cold corruptions catch all the aberrations of the Pale Reach. It waited for the last second. I believe that is all of the yep, 60 out of 60 achievements. I've 100%ed the game. Let me do that real fast then. Well, I don't have to be satisfied by offering a fish. Back away, back away, back away, back away, back away. Alright, it shouldn't bother us again after that. Can I just continue to fill this thing? Right, shouldn't bother us again. But I meant, can I... Oh, that was an Eldritch God, apparently. But no, you couldn't free it. That was the end of the Pale Reach DLC. Confirm. Okay. I am now going to go do some research into all of that, make my little list of games that are short and games that are long. And then I will kind of mix it up a bit. That way I don't get burnt out on a game. That was Dredge. I played the main game and I played both DLCs and I loved all of it. I got frustrated, yes. I'm a very easily frustrated person. But I loved it. I loved this so much. Even through all my frustration, loved it so much. Great game, great atmosphere. It's super fun to collect everything. And I really did enjoy achievement hunting. It looks very nice. Alright then, I will see you all on my next stream tomorrow night. I'm not quite sure which one we're playing next. I might play Subnautica next.